Here with Richie Skirball, Grand City coach, who's a runner. Andrew O'Keefe finished 100 in the boys' race here. Richie, just talk about what did you tell Andrew after the race?
Everything's a process. Every single race is a process, and so to put it all, there's not one defining moment that will justify your entire career. And I know it wasn't what he was looking for today, and it's easy because any person can identify of when you prepare for something and it doesn't go exactly something the way it is. You can always learn from that, and it's something that I was that way as a runner, and so kind of when I was talking to him afterwards, I kind of let him lean on me and let him do a lot of the talking, because I was that way whenever things didn't go my way. I just need a second. I love you all, I love you all, but I don't, I can't, process right now that everything's going to be okay, because everything doesn't feel okay with me right now. But knowing that there is hope afterwards, and there's things that you can learn from in every situation that you can put in your tool belt, and that you can use that in the future, whether it be next year in cross country, whether it be in the spring in track. And I think he will rebound really quickly. That's one thing that is a very strong attribute about Andrew, is that he never gets too high or too low. So that's an encouraging thing going forward.
Yeah, what do you think of the whole race here? I think you think it was competitive. I see all the times there, like the winning time was under 14s.
Oh, yes.
And it's like,
yeah, you know what? 14:07, I think Danny Kilree won the race in, and with how messy the course is from having the weather and trying to slide around, it was very competitive, and it was real exciting. Andrew ran a great race through the first 2 miles, and coming up through the 2 miles, that pack was coming through at 9:30, and that should be an encouraging thing that should take. I was just talking with his family. That's an encouraging thing that should take them through to track season, is you just hit where your personal best is through the 2 miles. So how much stronger are we when we step onto the track and dropping certain performances? The race, very competitive like always, and the state meet is one of those unique things. It's very, very hard to predict. It's very unpredictable whenever you've got some of the best runners that come in here, and they're running to their best, to the top of their game, and it's a great fun event to watch.
There's always next year. There's always next year. Is there any consolation?
Absolutely, and he will be here next year. He will be here next year, and like I said, it was one of the things that, kind of corny, but it was one of the things that I was talking to him. I said, Andrew, you know what I've been thinking about the last couple of weeks? I said, the movie Incredibles. I said, whenever you've got the robot that is the villain, but the robot that continues to learn from its mistakes and get stronger and get better to where it's almost indestructible. I said, and that's what today unfolds. You just learn from certain instances, certain aspects. I still don't think we've really still been able to process fully what really was going on today. Physically, there's probably fatigue, saying, he doesn't know what happened today, but maybe it was his body responding, and fatigue from overcoming sickness that he was coming off of last weekend, really took more physical toll. And whenever we talk it out in the next week or so, we'll be able to process that a lot more. But you're right. Next year is going to be a big year, and the spring is going to be a big year for Andrew O'Keefe. And like I said, it was an amazing fall. Regardless of you throw out one race, and you can't have one race define what an amazing historic fall he had, and so that's something encouraging moving forward.